Dramatic music for a dramatic reveal. The winner of last week's competition is no one. But a special thanks to all the participants. Competition was fierce. I can't say I'm not happy about the whole thing. I mean, I can't really afford to send out Lego to you guys anyway. But once I hit 1,000 subscribers, I will definitely want to be sending you something. Even if I have to drive to your house and shove it down your mailbox or pants, whatever you're into. Well, that's right, of the top 10 builds from last week's fan weekend, I tried to remake this 1920s military airplane. And then I took it a step further. It all started with this Lufthansa plane I found in my collection. I don't really know what set it's from, if any. It could just be some promotional shit. The only thing I custom made was this door frame and the engine jets. I also like the red line I got on top of the windows, and for the life of me I couldn't figure out what this red flaps were for on the tail here. No matter what I put on it, it just made it worse. To be honest, post video I did realize there's supposed to be fins, but c'est la vie. There was also parts of another plane, and I couldn't find the rest of it. I don't know what happened to it, but for some reason I feel like the country of Malaysia is involved. Moving on to my modern jet I made without looking, as you probably can see. I mean, it does look like it's made by someone who's never been in a plane before. I have once been in a plane this size, going to Zanzibar, but once we landed, we all began believing in God. Now, I don't like the nose nor the tail in this piece. The tail is way too complicated, but it looks simple, which is a pretty good skill to have. You just gotta use it right, you know? The nose looks almost like a bird's beak, way too sharp for an airplane. Finally, for fun, I just want to show you I made a B-5 bomber. I could have made it bigger, but to be honest, it isn't really that interesting of a build. But I do like how I got the curved pieces on the top to make it look like the dome is there, or whatever it's called, cockpit. Not too shabby, but overall it does look a little bit too much like the bat signal.
Breaker, have you heard what they invented? What did they invent? A flying machine. What are you gonna use that for? For flying.
So before I show you the recreation of the military plane, I had this boat plane, or what's it called, water plane. I'm quite proud of this, as I made it without looking. I mean, I was looking at what I was doing, but I was making it from memory. Well, not memory, I'm not that old. Just because I know what a CD is doesn't mean I churn butter. But I made it with the intent of making an old-timer plane, and I'm still surprised I got away with it. I added these water buffers late in the build, as I was rewatching Indiana Jones, and I think it converts pretty well. Now, I wanted to make the whole scene of Indy getting chased onto the plane, but if you leave a like and subscribe, hey, maybe one day I'll be able to make it.
Alright, Ringo, take us into the next build.
Finally, I'm gonna finish the video off with the remake of the airplane I saw at the Scarback fan weekend. And it's pretty much nothing but the general shape and color is right in this one. But I do feel I learned a lot from trying. I like the overall build and the design of the whole thing. I just really like old school planes and cars and, well, not trains so much, but maybe I should make trains one day. I just don't feel I know how to do it, but that's the way to get better, you know. You just gotta keep doing the same thing over and over again, and before you know it, that same thing is suddenly something completely different. And on that note, I think I'm just gonna let this ride out as always, and to everyone who's found me and watching this so far, thanks for sticking around. There are still some competitions open for entry, and until next time, you guys have a lovely day, and I'll see you later. Cheers, bye.